This video is on how to find the percent of a number. Now, if you've already done your reading in your book, the book has shown you two different ways to find the percent of a number. First, they told you that you can use percents, turn them into fractions, and multiply. So if I was doing that for this problem, 60% of 80, I would take 60%, I would change it into a fraction like we learned the other day, 60 over 100, and simplify. This would simplify down to 3/5. If that's the percent as a fraction, I now can multiply times 80. 3/5 times 80 over 1. You would multiply your fractions and you would get an answer. I'll get to that in a moment. If you don't like fractions, let me give you an alternative way that's not in your book. This is a way that many of you will probably prefer. Okay? You take your 60%, instead of a fraction, make it a decimal. Okay? All you do there is you slide your decimal over 2 times, which becomes 0.6. Okay? Now you have 0.6 and you multiply that by 80. So if you prefer multiplying by decimals, 80 times 0.6 would also give you the percentage of 80. Okay? Both of these answers, the fraction and the decimal, you get an answer of, I believe, 48. If we move over here, the other way the book instructed you to get an answer is by using a ratio table. Okay? You start with 60 over 100, which is 60%. Your goal is to get to something to 80. Well, since we can't go from 100 to 80, we have to go down to something easier. Okay? For example, if I would divide by 5, I would get down to 20 and 12. Okay? Why would you divide by 5? I divided by 5 because I know that 100 goes down to 20 when I divide by 5, and I know that 20 goes into 80. I chose that because I knew those two things. Okay? Once now I'm at 20, I can get to my 80 by multiplying by 4. And if I do that on bottom, I do that on top as well. Okay? 12 times 4 is 48. The same answer we got when we multiplied by fractions and decimals. So when you find the percent of a number, just like the book showed you, there's multiple ways to do it. You can use a ratio table, you can use fraction, or the new method I showed you, make it a decimal and multiply, and that's a third way to find percent of a number. Thanks.